Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at one of the greatest masterpieces in the history of men's fragrance. This is Kouros by Yves Saint Laurent. This fragrance came out in 1981, and it's an EDT eau de toilette concentration. So over the years, there have been many flankers of this fragrance, but this one is the greatest of them all. To many, this is the ultimate 1980s fragrance, a powerhouse, a devastating monster that, for people that I know in particular, one Greek gentleman that is a little bit older, more distinguished. He wears Kouros, Yves Saint Laurent, and Antaeus by Chanel, and those are his only two fragrances he wears. And if anybody thinks that this has an old man smell, I have seen him with some of the finest ladies you can imagine. So this does attract the ladies. It's just a matter of personal taste. This bottle I have, I believe, is maybe 5 or 6 years old, or possibly even 9 years old. I've had a couple bottles. This is the one I just found. And why that is a noteworthy mention is that this fragrance has 3 notes: oak moss, civet, and musk, which now are going to be synthetic. So in the original vintage bottle, you would get the oak moss, the civet, and the musk from, it would be a natural form and not be synthetic. So if you're buying this fragrance now, it is not going to be the same, because those fragrance notes are no longer available. This fragrance is also extremely masculine, but you have to learn how to wear it. You have to play with where you spray it, how much you spray, if you're going to spray it on your clothes, because this is not going to be for everyone. And this is why it's such a great fragrance. It's a love or hate. You either love it or you hate it, but nobody's in the middle with this one. So the ultra animalic note, which it's kind of an animalic, a pissy, soapy note, which is just absolutely out of this world. And if you like that note, this fragrance is going to be for you. I would say this fragrance is one for people that are connoisseurs of fragrance. This is one of the top rungs of the fragrance ladder. This is not for wannabes, this is not for newbies, and this is not for punks. This is a very advanced scent indeed. I'm going to take it out of the package. That was quite the introduction, but this fragrance is more than worth the introduction. Here's the bottle. It's changed a little bit over the years, but I believe the vintage version had a white bottle as well. I'll give it a blast on the back of my wrist. So initially, you get a kind of a fresh, aromatic, herbal lemon that's very pleasant, a bit spicy, but it's got that herbaceousness that's a little bit bitter with the lemon bergamot tinge to it. As it starts to dry down, this is where you start to get the animalic, pissy note and a little bit of soapiness. And I think that mixture of the civet and the floral notes gives you this soapy sensation. Then you start to get a little bit of muskiness, but it's still sweet. So it's a very well-rounded fragrance. And one thing about this scent is very complex. The late dry down, it becomes more deep, kind of like an amber, pissy animalic note. It's brooding, but it becomes mossy and a little bit powdery and cosmetic. So it's multi-dimensional, it's multifaceted. It's an incredible fragrance. I haven't sprayed this one in a while, but when I spray this fragrance, I realize that the modern scents are Bush League compared to this one. This is elite if you like a real heavy-duty hardcore fragrance as advertised. The top notes are various aldehydes, coriander, clary sage, artemisia, and bergamot. The mid notes are patchouli, carnation, geranium, vetiver, cinnamon, jasmine, orris root, and lavender. And the base notes are civet, honey, leather, musk, oak moss, amber, tonka bean, and vanilla. So this fragrance isn't a linear fragrance. It definitely has 3 or 4 different stages. But I would say the final smell you're going to get is going to be that animalic, pissy soapiness that's slightly sweet. It's herbaceous, very complex. And what I love about it is every time you smell, you get a different whiff. You pick up something else. And that's what makes it such a great fragrance, is the fact that it always seems to be changing. It always seems to be evolving. Performance on this bottle, I got crazy 8 hours. Even on this fragrance, I have not tried the last bottle, like let's say produced in the last couple of years, but the scent trails are powerful on this one. It could be smelt after you left the room. If you spray it on your clothes, it's going to last for months, so be careful with that. I would start with 1 or 2 sprays. It's great value. It's not overly expensive, but this is a killer scent. Final thoughts on this. This may be one of the ultimate love-hate fragrances for people out there. And a lot of the young gentlemen that have grown up with these sweet gourmands and all that type of garbage, this is going to be a shock to your system. You won't even be able to relate to it of the scent profile. But that's the thing. Don't be thrown off by that, because I know many young gentlemen that I let sample some of my fragrances. Their tastes are changing. It's maturing, and they're starting to see, well, maybe I don't want to smell like a candied apple or like a chocolate bar, anything of that nature. They want to smell more masculine. Like I said, I don't think anyone that smells this will be in the middle of the road or sitting on the fence. You're going to love it, you're going to hate it. And it's all about that soapy, animalic, pissy stink. And it's not really a stink, but it's a sharp note. And that comes from the civet. So again, this one, ultimately, you have to try this one before you buy it. Because like I said, it's going to be a 50-50 on most of the people. But if you wear it, you will get noticed. You will, you will make a statement. But again, I have not tried the bottle in the last few years. Older bottles would be superior, but this fragrance has survived 42 years. And like I said, a Greek gentleman, I know, very distinguished, sophisticated gentleman, wears this fragrance and Chanel and Thea's exclusive. That's all he wears. And believe me, I've seen him on many occasions with very, very, very lovely ladies. So women do like this one. It's a matter, like I said, of what they like. So I'm giving a big speech about this one because I do think this is a Hall of Famer. This is a mega masterpiece that I think a lot of gentlemen, in my opinion, that have fragrance channels, that are into the moderns and the sweet fragrances to profit off their channel, I think they all secretly love this one. It's hard to believe that someone wouldn't like it. So that's all I got to say tonight. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, notification bell. Any comments or questions you have on the mega monster of the 80s, Kouros by Yves Saint Laurent, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.